In late September 2013, we did a site visit to the Syrah Resources Balama graphite project in northern Mozambique. The Balama project is located in northern Mozambique. It's a 2-hour flight north of the capital Maputo in normal commercial aircraft, landing at Pemba, which is the coastal city which has a deep water port. And from Pemba it's about 250 kilometres inland, of which the majority is a sealed and relatively new highway. As you can see from the road, it is relatively new highway and very infrequently used. In the several hours of driving along and in both directions, I probably saw only half a dozen trucks and heavy vehicle. The Balama deposit is a topographic high. Here we're standing on top of Balama West, looking towards the south, and as you can see in the foreground, there's one of the many trenches that's been undertaken by Syrah on the resource to date. As we pan towards the east and then towards the north, we are looking along strike and towards Balama East. The Balama hills themselves are definitely hills, not mountains. As you can see, the terrain, we're easily able to walk up and down, and they won't pose any technical complexities for mining. This is a view looking along strike towards the east-northeast. The overall current strike is roughly 6 kilometres, and the resource has been defined predominantly on either end of the 6 kilometre strike. The yet to be tested middle part of the potential exploration target is highly likely from our observations on site to contain more graphite mineralisation. This important feature is the granite intrusion at the eastern end of the Balama deposit, and the key source of the graphite mineralisation. Graphite mineralisation at Balama has actually been known about for a couple of decades, and this is an example of one of the old pits mined in the late 80s. This is a short illustration showing the softness of the material at surface. It's going to be very easy to dig. Here's another image of, by use of hands only, showing the simplicity with which the rock can be crushed and the mineralisation separated from the gangue minerals within the deposit. Drilling of the resources continued throughout 2013, and we expect an upgrade to the substantial resource before the end of the calendar year. In the core shed at Balama, there's, as you'd imagine, a significant amount of diamond core available to view. This was some of the recent drilling from the Balama East zone. I'm holding here a fantastic specimen of no doubt very high grade graphite core recently drilled from the Ativa zone. One of the most impressive features of the site visit was witnessing firsthand how easily crushed the ore is, effectively just with hands, and no doubt the separation of graphite is something which is going to be readily achieved through a soft crush and grind process, followed by probably a small float circuit, and graphite is very amenable to float. We did witness on site the mains power electricity being constructed from the local township Montpuez, which is about 50 kilometres away, all the way to Balama village, which is only 6 kilometres from the project. It's an amazing piece of infrastructure currently underway. Also, within 12 kilometres of the project area is this extensive man-made dam. As you can see here, we're at the end of September, which is the end of the dry season in this northern part of Mozambique, and yet there is plenty of water in the dam. The third key infrastructure item already in place, which is a major competitive advantage for the development of Balama, is the natural deep water port at Pemba. Concentrate will be shipped out on container vessels such as this one. On the social side of the business, Syrah has done a great job. It has sponsored one of the local soccer teams from a village nearby to Balama. In addition, it now employs more than 100 of the local people in various roles on the site for the development of the project. That will no doubt increase over the course of the months and next year. It's only after spending a number of days on site do you really get a true appreciation for the size and scale of the Balama project and what it may end up achieving in years and decades to come. I was overall very, very impressed with the personnel on site, the management of the drill programs, the environmental measures already in place on site, and the social programs that the company has incorporated in the surrounding villages. We consider there to be a number of upcoming catalysts in the near term, highly likely to be delivered before Christmas 2013. These include an upgraded resource, more than likely to an indicated and possibly measured status. We then expect a feasibility study to be also completed shortly after the upgrade to the resource. We wouldn't be surprised to see the success of a mining lease application in the near future, and probably the next catalyst would also be looking to see announced by the company is the potential for the first of what we believe will be many offtake agreements over the course of the next 12 months. So the company is in a position where it's going to have a lot of news flow in the next little while, and we see any of these and all of them combined to potentially re-rate the stock. On the back of this heavy expected news flow over the next few months, we maintain our buy rating with a price target of $6. It's currently trading in the $2.50 to $2.80 range, and this remains one of our high conviction calls.